What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tony D2 Wild checking in once again, back with the bang of the day, guys. Back at it like a crack addict with the top 10 most anticipated sneaker releases of June 2022. Guys, June is the month of your boy's birthday. Remember, June 15th, the middle of June, the middle of the year. Technically, I think the middle of the year is like in July or something. It's really weird because I think, you know, when you think about the middle month, it's June, and then the middle of the middle month is the 15th. It's like, bruh, I am the middle of the year, but I'm technically not when you divide it by 365, but you get the point, you feel what I'm saying? Anyways, guys, June is here. We have a list of my top 10 most anticipated releases of June, and we're gonna break these things down, starting at number 10, right off the rip. Let's get straight to it. Coming in at number 10, we have a shoe that we recently talked about in our last video, and that is the Jordan 1, where's it right here? This thing, right? Hold on, right there. The Jordan 1 Visionaire. The Jordan 1 Visionaire is releasing on June 11th at a retail price point of $170. And with the recent news of the upcoming Jordan 1 reimagined with leaked images of that cracked leather, and there's been even images of the full shoe now on the internet, which I'll probably show as well. I want y'all to know that that same material and that same leather that is used on that shoe of the reimagined, it seems to be on this Visionaire as well. The same cracked leather that's on the heel, on the toe box, on the ankle, it's all there. And all upward cracked leather that has a vintage appeal to it is put on this Jordan 1 Visionaire. And I think when people start to get that idea more and more about that shoe, that's coming and that's what's gonna be coming on the reimagined, I think these shoes are gonna actually do very, very well. They've mimicked the same box as the Rebellionaire. You have the Visionaire, and there has yet to be really a story put out of what the concept behind the shoe is, but there's definitely something behind it that I'm still waiting on, that I will make sure to produce and give you guys information on when the full in-depth review comes, which should be probably Saturday or Sunday. With that being said, number 10, I have to put this one in the books because it's a Jordan 1. I think it's the only Jordan 1 that's releasing this month. It is a very bright color, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's dope, you know? It's definitely dope, and as it sits here more and more, it might have to stay in the collection. I don't have that much vault, so, you know, why not? Coming in at number 9, we have the Jordan 4 Zen Master. The Jordan 4 Zen Master has been seen for quite some time now. I actually saw somebody wearing a pair recently, but I'm gonna be honest, those pairs that the person was wearing, they looked like they were a little bit off, but still was able to see somewhat of the, like, you know, how the shoe is gonna look. And it seems to have a ripstop upper material with this kind of tie-dye effect going on. And in my opinion, I think it's a pretty good looking shoe. I think it's definitely gonna make some noise. It's a Jordan 4. 4s don't sit. I don't know the last Jordan 4 that really sat on shelves. I mean, maybe at your mall, but you know, when I go to Soul Play or I go to Perimeter or go to Lenox from time to time, I don't really see like 4s sitting. You can see like a 13. You might catch a couple 1s floating here and there, or a 7, but 4s usually do that thug thizzle. These are supposedly releasing on the 9th at a $210 price point. So keep your eyes peeled on the Zen Masters. They've been floating around, getting their dates moved around a lot, and supposedly these are releasing on the 9th. That would mean it'll be releasing next week. Just keep your eyes peeled and we'll see what pops up on the sneakers app in the following days. Coming in at number 8, we had the Yeezy 700 High Res. And these are set to release on June 17th at a $300 price point. Adidas once again playing on the whole metrics of the Wave Runner colorway, but flipping a couple colors around and giving us something slightly different yet slightly the same as the OG Classic in this high res red. This red color, in my opinion, is very nice. Reminds me a lot of the blue version that they did not that long ago. And I think they're dropping another blue version down the road. I've seen something leaked on the site or what, a Sneaker Bar Detroit or Sneaker News of a blue one that looked very similar to this. I like the color, don't get me wrong. At the same time, I am probably just kind of good on 700s right now, but there is one specific 700 that I'll talk about a little bit later on this list that I personally would like to jump on. With that being said, these are nice, they're dope, they're 700s, $300 price point. Usually the 700s sell pretty well, so for that reasoning, I think a lot of people's eyes will be on this shoe when it drops later on in the 17th. Coming in at number 7, we're going to put these two together because they kind of are dropping together, and that's the Yeezy 350 Onyx and Bone. The release date on these are on the 20th, supposedly rumored, at a retail price point of $230. Black and white 350s, they do well all the time. Black, white, polar opposites, but they usually do their thug thizzle. They usually sell out, or they're usually, you know, very well sought after. Yeezy 350s, 700 V2s, the all whites, the all blacks, they tend to do very well when it comes to those models. For that reasoning being said, I think this one will be doing well as well, and I think this one will be well sought after. You know, 350s and even 700s, you don't see people, like the resale values on a lot of shoes in general, in the sneaker market in general, has went down a little bit in my opinion. But at the same time, the 350 and the 700, when it comes to certain colorways, you can kind of tell when they're going to do well, especially if they're reflective. But the bone and the onyx, those are some colors that I just know will do well, will get the hype and get people out there to buy, and some people to pay that reseller dollar amount. So I do think it's a pretty big anticipated shoe. That's why I put it up kind of, you know, high on the list. Coming at number 6, we have the Air Jordan 4 Infrared, and these are releasing on my birthday, June 15th, at a retail price point of $200. I have yet to really give you guys that full-on in-depth review. I have a GS pair, which I might just do a quick little thoughts and impressions on it because they're not that much different. I'm just debating on whether or not I want to do it. But me personally, this shoe, it's nice, it's cool, but it's a pass for me. But I think that this shoe is going to do crazy. I think this shoe is going to be hyped up. It mimics the Green Glow 4 that released back in 2015 or 16, maybe even 14. It was maybe even 13 actually, because they released like right with the Toro Reds. This is like right around when I started really getting into YouTube on sneakers. Was Green Glows, Toro 4s, Fear 5s, all those shoes was really a big time for me coming into YouTube. That Green Glow, it did numbers back in the day. Toro Bravo did numbers back in the day. I expect the Infrared to do very similar. Not probably the same as the Green Glow back then, but I expect it to sell, like I stated before, because it's a 4, and I don't expect nothing less. You know, it mimics the same shoe as the Green Glow, is just swapped out for the infrared color hues. So to each his own, but I think this will do pretty well. I could see a little bit of hype. So with that being said, put it up on the list like that. Coming in at number 5, we have a rumor release of another foam runner in the Onyx colorway, dropping on the 11th for a retail price point of $90. Now we know the foam runners do numbers. They sell out. They have one of the biggest margins of resale. $90 retail. I thought, well, this one says $90, right? I thought these things retailed for $75. Maybe it was the slides at $75. Correct me if I'm wrong. I never was able to get a pair for retail, so I don't even know. They go for $200, you know, almost $100 on top of what you pay for the retail price. But the Onyx color being close to that black and that charcoal type of gray, the color I think is what's gonna make this shoe do very, very well. Now there's rumors that a Sand might be releasing again, but not too sure about that one. That's why I just said, you know what, the Onyx is more of a definite release that's going to be happening. So, you know, be on the lookout. I think it's going to do very well. I think it's going to sell out just like every other foam runner out there. So it's definitely going to be something that you're going to have your P's and Q's on, you know, getting your hands on it, because it's just another foam runner in a different color that me personally I would like, because you can't really tell when the shoe is dirty. And now number 4, the Jordan 1 Stage Haze. Releasing at $170, there's no date. Very plain Jane for me. At the same time, the military black was very, plain Jane. This is pretty much a military black Jordan 1. It looks damn near identical as far as color hues from the pictures. And let me pull this picture because I had the picture. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a military black one. Has the gray, the black, the white. You know, even looks like a Baron one a little bit too. It looks like a lot of different shoes, a lot of different ones that released in the past, in my opinion. Plain Jane for me, but it's white and black, and it's a Jordan 1, so I expect nothing more, nothing less of a craze for this particular shoe. But at the same time, I don't have much to talk about it. I do think though that it'll be very well talked about, because it's just a shoe that can go with anything, and it's a Jordan 1, so you got a classic model, basic colors that go with everything. You are looking for a sellout in my honest opinion. So at number 4, Stage Haze. Number 3, this is the one I ended up swapping out with and bringing it up more. It was really at like number 5, but it's the Yeezy MVN Phosphor Laceless, and these are releasing on June 13th at a $220 price point. Now the Phosphor being one of the first MVNs that released, and it was a sample that I believe that Kanye gave the Shotty or the 6ix9ine. That was the rumor. At one point it was fake. Then I heard a rumor that was a sample. So whatever, that Phosphor colorway came out, but now there's a laceless version of this shoe that is coming out with a white midsole. It's laceless, kind of looking very similar to, you know, the 700s out there, but with no laces. I can't lie, I like them. I would not mind having this shoe. There's 2 other shoes on the list above. One that your boy ain't, 2 of them your boy ain't gonna get. This one I feel like I might have a better chance of getting. I would like to add this one to the collection. I had a pair of MVNs, size 9.5. I never wore them. So this is my brother DJ. I had to get rid of them because they just felt too big. And I would like to add one more to the collection. But unfortunately, you know, at the time, it just wasn't rocking with me with that color. So I definitely need to add one more back in to get them right on your feet. And oh, Amazon's here. With that being said though, the Yeezy 700 MVN Laceless I think is going to do very well. It's a new iteration of a model, something new. And I think that's something that Yeezy needs. It's something new. I think it will catch a couple people's eyes. It caught my eye and I definitely will be jumping after it. And that's why I had to put it at number 3. Number 2, we have the OffWhite Air Force One in the white and black, and this is a mid. And me, in all honesty, I'm not a big fan of this shoe. It's releasing on the 23rd, a retail price point. There has not really been one yet. Probably gonna be $200 or something like that. I'm not a big fan of the shoe. RIP to Virgil. For that reasoning, I feel like the shoe's gonna do well. It'll sell out. People are gonna flip it and all that stuff. I'm not a big fan of it. Mainly the outsole, but at the same time, you know, I need to see the shoe in hand. I'll say that to give it the final verdict. But from pictures, from the looks, from the outsole, I feel like they did a little bit too much with the Air Force One. At the same time, I love the Off-White LV, or you know, the LV Virgil Air Force Ones like that. I love those. I'm all for. But the regular one, mid top like that, I'm a little good on that. But nevertheless, it's definitely an anticipated shoe release of June. And when I make these videos, I try to make mine and the opinion of the whole community kind of blend it all together. And I think that for that reasoning, that's number 2. I think it's going to bring a lot of hype. Me personally. Coming in at number 1, we had the final release of it today, the Jordan 2 Mamaniere at number 1. This shoe's been talked about and talked about and talked about, and I'm not gonna try to go on a rant, but this is why I stick to myself and my people. When I mean my people, the people that rock with me and who are all like-minded, like me in the sneaker culture. The Jordan 2 Mamaniere, not even the Union. The Union is one as well, but the Jordan 2 from Mamaniere really just showed me that there's a lot of people in this community now that's just, it is what it is. It's like, I'm not mad, but at the same time, I just become more and more, I would say, numb. Like, I used to be up there on Twitter, like, man, we took an L's, Nike needs to do better, man, F Nike, or, you know, this is messed up that these brands or this and that. But now I really don't care. I don't care about the people that cry and whine about the L's that they take, because these people that are crying about the L's that they took on the Mamaniere 2 were the same people that were calling these Jordan 2s bricks when the decons dropped. A lot of people are not really in love with the shoe. They're just in love with the brand. Like, and I know that might sound weird because the brand is a shoe, but what I'm trying to say is I love the Jordan 2 as is. When the OG drops, I want that. I missed out on the Off-White low, cool. I want the OG. When that OG drops, I'm going after the OG by itself. I don't need Mamaniere. I don't need Union slapped on it to make me feel or make me like the shoe more and more. But the thing is the culture itself is it's just weird. I don't know. I don't want to get anybody mad out there, but it definitely showed like that a Jordan 2, one of the most least talked about models out there, just made people love 2s all of a sudden now. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. And I'm not sitting here saying I'm the biggest 2 person ever. Like, when you make a list of the 14s and the 1s, I mean, the 2 ain't high up on the list. Don't get, like, it ain't. I do own 2s. You know, I own a few. I've bought in a few I before the hype. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy how it is. But at the end of the day, I mean, this is the culture, man. I guess it is what it is. I'm gonna stick to my guns and stick to what I stick to at the end of the day and cop what I like, and that's that. But at the same time, I don't really care no more. People whine and cry about L's that they get and how they don't get this and that. It's like, bruh, y'all cry about that, but then if I go and review a brick, you laugh at the brick for it sitting. We laugh at the things that we can get, cry at the things we can't. That's why I can't even complain about it. That's why I can't even jump out there. That's life, man. We love the people that don't love us, and we ignore the people that love us. It's life. Whether it's shoes, women, boys, whoever you like, it's life. Sorry for that lesson. So yeah, guys, hit that like button, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions. Y'all's top 10 down below. I'd love to hear it, or top 5, top 3, what you're looking forward to, and let me know if I missed anything as well. But I'm gonna see y'all on the next one, man. I'm out. I love y'all. Peace.